Hello and welcome. Very good evening. Thanks for joining us here on Mirror Now. I am Afrida Rahman Ali. First up, let's update our viewers with the latest figures that we have with regards to fuel prices that has been steadily on the rise. The prices have been hiked by 4.69 rupees per litre for petrol and for diesel by 5.28 rupees since the 4th of May. That's the total quantum of increase we are talking about. Prices have been hiked for the 20th time since the 4th of May this year. In fact, petrol prices have crossed 100 rupees mark in as many as 6 states and union territories, including Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Prices have risen amid the spike in global crude oil prices and foreign exchange rates. Here's a ground report from Bhopal, where petrol price is the highest at 103 rupees per litre in the country. Let's take a look.
Petrol diesel price hike is the story of every day, as today even in entire nation, and right now we are reporting from one of the fuel stations there in Bhopal where the petrol diesel prices again hiked. And today we just want to show you that screen where the petrol price is blinking as 103 rupees 1 paisa, and when we talk about diesel which is being sold at the price 94 rupees 37 paisa. So this is what the price we can understand. And if we just compare the prices from Bhopal in comparison of all other capital of the states in the nation, we find that the petrol and diesel are being sold at the highest price here in Bhopal.
आप ये बताइए सरकार को क्या मैसेज पहुंचाना चाहते हैं आम नागरिक?
मैसेज यही है कि आम जनता को परेशानी ना हो, पेट्रोल डीजल पे थोड़ी बैन लगाया जाए, थोड़ा कम करा जाए। तेल देखो आज तेल कितना महंगा हुआ है। अब ये खाने पीने की चीजें सस्ती नहीं रहेंगी तो आदमी क्या जिएगा?
So absolutely, this is the long chain of the complaints of the common man who is suffering from this hike of petrol diesel prices. But here we can understand that it's continuously increasing the petrol diesel prices, which is quite intolerable for those who are the common people. They are not having that much of capacity to bear such huge prices of petrol diesel, and definitely number of complaints are coming just because of the continuously increasing prices of fuel.
Ajay Bansal, President of All India Petrol Dealer Association, joining us on the phone line. Good afternoon, Mr. Bansal. So we are looking at a situation where as many as 6 states across the country are now selling petrol at over 100 rupees per litre. What is the kind of responses you are getting on ground on this issue, and is there any difficulty that dealers are facing, because there is going to be very stiff resistance to it? Already the clamour is building up against why there has been such a steady increase over the month of May and June.
See, basically ये प्राइस की जितनी भी है वो ड्यू टू इंटरनेशनल प्राइस है, इंटरनेशनल क्रूड प्राइस। लेकिन जो कि यहाँ पर हमारा टैक्सेशन स्ट्रक्चर इतना हैवी इस पर लोड किया हुआ हमारे पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स पर, इसी के कारण इंडिया में इतना जबरदस्त जो है वो प्राइस अब 100 रुपीज से क्रॉस कर गया है। As far as dealers are concerned, dealers are facing huge losses. As you know that the petrol has a one basic thing,
okay.
it evaporates, and when it evaporates, it directly hits the profitability and give a loss to the dealer. जो लॉस है वो ऐसे कर समझिए कि जैसे अब 80 रुपीज पर लीटर था, एंड सपोज हम डीलर्स का जो है 1000 लीटर मान लीजिए मंथ में टोटल उड़ता था तो वो 80,000 कॉस्ट करता था, आज वो 1 लाख रुपया कॉस्ट कर रहा है, यानी 20% का जंप हुआ है। सो एंड आवर मार्जिन आर फिक्स्ड, सो वी आर लूजिंग आवर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी एज वेल एज वी आर हैविंग अ ह्यूज लॉस इन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस प्राइस राइज। एज फार एज द रिस्पांस फ्रॉम द
नहीं, बंसल जी आप क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं? आपके मार्जिन में भी इस पे फर्क पड़ा है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस?
Yes,
हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन दैट?
Yes, we get a fixed margin. We get either it goes to 100 rupees or 110 or 90 rupees. Actually, we get a fixed margin. We have a 3 rupees 8 paisa on petrol. Let's say the petrol was 80, we were getting the same 3 rupees 23 paisa. And now it's 100 rupees, we're still getting the 3 rupees 28 paisa. So now we don't have any, we don't get any advantage of price rise. First. Second, on the other side, we lose because of this evaporation loss. See, this natural phenomena of petrol, it evaporates. जो हमारे टैंकों में पड़ा रहता है, and due to the COVID, the sale is came down 50%, and that 50% it is remain in our tanks and is evaporating. This is what we are losing as far as the impact of a price is concerned to the dealers.
Yes, वो तो एक सेपरेट मसला हो गया, बट हाँ, कोविड की वजह से वो डीलर्स को कुछ इश्यूज हो रहे हैं because of the change in the pattern of consumption. But I want to bring in Dr. Gulrez Sheikh, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining us. Dr. Sheikh, can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Dr. Sheikh, the argument that we keep getting from the government side is that petrol and diesel are now deregulated, and therefore the government feels as if it does not have a responsibility or does not have anything to do with it. But we all know how the excise is a very big component of the petrol prices, and the government can easily control that. What is the excuse for not giving some cushioning to the consumer by reducing the excise? I mean, I agree that the global crude prices have increased, but the government can do its bit to reduce the burden on the consumer.
See, there are two things. Either you take out the cap from one head and put on other head. So do you want that government should take out the cap from one head and put it on the head of those poor who can't afford 2 times of meal? Do you want that government should lower the levels of spending on Manrega? Do you want that whatever the free vaccination drive is going on from the government side, should it be reduced? Or do you want that whatever things we are planning
so
for
it's like saying, Dr. Sheikh, that you will squeeze out money from the middle class and you will give it to the welfare schemes. Is the government clear about that it's deliberately using that policy? Are you saying that it's a clear strategy here? Because the government hasn't expressed it, spelled it out that way to the people of this country, that look, we are going to squeeze out this money out of the fuel prices and we are going to redistribute it in our welfare schemes.
No,
is that what you're saying?
I didn't complete, ma'am. And we also have a situation on LSE. We also have a situation on LSE where we have actually countered with China. We have encountered with China and made them run for their money. And still the threat is there and government is spending there as well. So we have national security issues. We have national health issues. We have to plan for many things. And we have definitely deregulated the petrol and diesel prices. So whatever, we are not increasing we have not increased any type of tax. We have not increased excise duty. The increase is because the global oil market has risen up. So when it will go down, definitely the prices will go down. But right now when it is raised up, it is automatically it will affect the pricing. But
when the prices go down, it does not go down, Dr. Sheikh. That is the problem. That is where we are questioning the government. And the interesting part is the BJP raised hell over this issue when the Congress was in power. Now, when you are in power, it seems that you have all the justifications. Mr. Bansal is also with us. Mr. Bansal, क्या आप मानते हैं कि ये एक तरीका है सरकार का कि रेवेन्यू जनरेशन जो है वो फ्यूल प्रोडक्ट से और पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट से करना ही ज़रूरी है सरकार के लिए? What Dr. Sheikh is arguing is that there's so much of expenditure even in defense where this revenue is required.
I don't know, every government, any party government, ये जो सेक्टर है पेट्रोलियम सेक्टर, ये सबसे ज़्यादा इजी और शॉर्ट टैक्स कलेक्शन का एक सेंटर रहा है. Everybody use that, not only center, state government also do this. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने भी अपने 40-30% की जो है सेल टैक्स और वो लगाए हुए हैं. तो ये अपने आप में एक कोई बड़ी सोचने की बात है कि पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट जो कि हम लोग इंपोर्ट करते हैं उस पर इतना हैवी टैक्स, क्योंकि टैक्स एक नो डाउट मैं इस बात के लिए सहमत हूँ उनसे बीजेपी प्रवक्ता से कि ये जो है उनको डेवलपमेंट के लिए फंड चाहिए और फंड हमेशा वहाँ से जनरेट करने की कोशिश करती है गवर्नमेंट जहाँ पर शॉर्टकट मिल जाए. और उसको ये क्योंकि एक ऐसी आइटम है जिसके बिना पब्लिक नहीं रह सकती और पब्लिक को जो है ये मजबूरन लेना ही पड़ता है, तो उसका शायद गवर्नमेंट को ये आसान तरीका लगता है टैक्स कलेक्शन का और डेवलपमेंट फंड इकट्ठा करने का सेक्टर से, विच नीड टू बी रीथिंक, और इसको कहीं ना कहीं सेक्टर को इसको थोड़ा ईज आउट करना पड़ेगा टैक्स स्ट्रक्चर से, और बाकी जगह से रेवेन्यू की जनरेशन करनी पड़ेगी गवर्नमेंट को, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को। ये हम लोगों का बहुत टाइम से रहा है कि उसको जीएसटी में लाया जाए, वन नेशन वन रेट, ऑल कन्याकुमारी टू कश्मीर जो है वो हमारे जो पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स के रेट्स हैं वो एक
जी. So let me bring in Adil Singh Boparai of the Congress also with us. Mr. Bansal, just hold on. I'm just going to bring in Mr. Boparai to actually tell us whether this is a fair enough explanation, Mr. Boparai, that the government needs to generate revenue. The expenditures, according to Dr. Gulrez Sheikh, are huge in terms of defense. There are expenditures on welfare schemes. How will the revenue generation happen if it is not allowed to charge excise on petroleum products? Mr. Boparai.
Sridharji, the BJP is looting the citizens of this country. And I just want to share one statistic for the benefit of your viewers, which will expose the mismanagement of the economy. On the 1st of April 2014, the central excise duty was 9 rupees per litre. Today, it is 32 rupees. There is a 300% hike in excise duty. Similarly, with diesel, on the 1st of April 2014, the excise duty was 3 rupees. Today, it is 28 rupees, which is over 900%. These figures are just mind-boggling. The fact is that the BJP has destroyed our economy. There is loss of income. Unemployment is in double digits. MSME sector is on the brink of a collapse. There is no segment of society which has not been affected post-demonetization, a badly executed GST, and now with the devastating impact of the pandemic. We urge the BJP to focus on governance. It is high time they must shed their abdication and pension for PR, because PR and public relations is not a substitute for governance.
Yes, Adil Singh Boparai, you made a point which I want to take across to Dr. Gulrez Sheikh, who's with us. Dr. Sheikh, you just heard Mr. Boparai. Of course, there are these valid questions which we have been raising over and over again. How can you then justify this, the 300% increase that Mr. Boparai talks about from 2014 to now in petrol, for instance, in 6 states across India? Petrol is selling for higher than 100 rupees. And this is squeezing the middle class. I mean, you keep saying that, it's not the people at large. It's not those segments which are probably the larger voting population for you. It's a very small middle class. Is that the reason why you feel that this is a segment that you can squeeze out by increasing the petrol prices and it will not hurt political prospects?
You are wrong. It's a huge number of people, not only middle class, but all form of classes use petroleum and petroleum-related products. But you should also note one thing, that yes, we were making so much noise when Congress was in power, because that time the inflation of this country was in double digits. Right now, if you look at average inflation, it has not crossed the level of 6%. It is below 6%. Average inflation was somewhere around 5 and between 5 and 6%. So inflation is under control. When inflation is under control, you make a budget. You make it different pockets. So one pocket is petroleum, one pocket is LPG. Then you have retail prices for food. Then you have educational expenditure. You have electricity expenditure. You have health expenditure. So if you take everything in toto, you will find that inflation has not crossed, average inflation has not crossed the mark of 6%, which is very healthy. So, yes, government do charges on some stuff, but other stuff it keeps on the healthy level of inflation, so that a commoner of this country can feed himself or herself, can educate their children, can go for health activities, can go for entertainment, can do a different type of activities. So average inflation, when it is below 6%, things are healthy. But yeah, if it goes up till the 2-digit mark, like it used to go during the regime of UPA, that is really worth thinking about.
Mr. Boparai, would you respond to that? Because what Dr. Sheikh is arguing is it's a tough balancing act and it's the government's prerogative to decide where it decides to charge and excise and how it decides its tax structure.
I'm amused by his response. I think he's living on a different planet. Now, let me share some more figures with you. 2020 refined oil costed 90 rupees. Today it costs between 180 to 200. Sarson ka tel costed 95 rupees. Today it costs anything between 185 to 190. Chai patti costed 260 rupees. Today it costs 300 rupees. Atta costed 27 rupees. Today it costs 32 rupees. Arhar ki dal costed 95 rupees. Today it costs 110 rupees. Sarson ka tel 15 liters costed 1500 rupees. Today it costs 2100 rupees. The reality is that the BJP is completely removed from reality. This is the fact of the matter. Today unemployment has increased manifoldly. And when you hike diesel excise duty by 800%, the impact is on the farmers of this country. And farmers constitutes more than 50% of our population. DAP fertilizer costs have got up. Diesel goes up, motors at the farmland goes up. So the BJP needs to realize they need to focus on governance. This is the reality of New India today. Not just the middle class, the upper middle class, the poor of this country. They are in absolute destitution.
All right, we have to leave it at that. Adil Singh Boparai and Dr. Gulresh Sheikh, thanks for joining us. And we have strong points of view from both sides. And of course, at this moment in time, we are looking more at the astronomical prices of fuel products, of petroleum products, especially petrol and diesel. In 6 cities across India, 6 states across India, the fuel prices have gone above 100 rupees, at least in the case of petrol. So that has now raised a number of questions on whether the government has abdicated its responsibility to provide some relief to the consumer on this aspect. And because there is, like Mr. Boparai said, going to be a cascading effect on other products as well. We'll take a short break. News and updates continue on the other side.